Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Saturday evening live stream. I hope everyone has had a fantastic week, and hopefully, you're having a wonderful Saturday. And today's the last day of May, which is hard to believe. Tomorrow, it's going to be June 1st already. And then the week after next week will be my final week until I'm officially on summer break on that Friday, which is my last day. But yeah, so it's going to be another fun stream. A little bit. I don't know if we're going to go outside today or not because it's been raining all day. I get tired of the rain, but it just happens, I guess, sometimes. Honestly, I'd rather have it rain tomorrow on a Sunday than a Saturday. But yeah, it's raining today, so we're probably not going to go outside. We will go on the back porch. We're going to do that. And towards the end of the live stream, of course, we'll vacuum and we'll test the fire alarms and all that. So that's how the live stream's going to go. We're going to have my friend Jimmy06. He's going to join in a little bit. Until then, it's just me. So let's monitor the stream on the iPad. Luckily, I don't have to use the iPad to go live anymore because I have the laptop now, which I love the laptop. It's very convenient to live stream with. Hopefully, we're not going to have any glitches today. So far, so good. It's working really well today. It worked well yesterday. I'm sorry. It worked well last week, too. I mean, at first I was having some problems, then I was able to fix it up. So, yeah, today so far so good. All right. Hello, Shay. No worries. That's fine. Those things happen. Earlier, probably like less than an hour ago, I was doing a little bit of fire alarm work in the basement. It was just one fire alarm I was working on. I posted it in my Instagram story. Maybe I could go down there and show you guys later on, but there's not going to be much light, so I don't think you'd be able to see it. And then a few moments ago, I just made some chicken fettuccine. My friends, my friend Jimmy, he's not here at the moment, but he'll be here pretty soon. At least I think he'll be, but we'll see. Usually he does join. Now, I might do an upcoming vlog this upcoming week. I might. It might be around Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know. I can't guarantee. But I might do a vlog later on this upcoming week. It's going to be like 87 degrees this upcoming Wednesday. That's crazy. It'll be nice and hot out. We already have our air conditioners in. We put them in really early this year, probably like in mid-April. I know, it kind of seems too early to put the ACs in. Usually, this year, mid-April, it was kind of already getting hot, so And then of course it cooled down like a few weeks ago. I think, yeah, like the previous week before this week, it was cold the whole week, so we didn't use the ACs, that week obviously. But the other weeks, besides that, yeah, it's a little bit warmer in the day. Especially next Wednesday and Thursday, it's supposed to be like almost 90 degrees. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be air conditioner days. My mom has enough money to buy a new one. We don't really need a new one right now, but the one in the living room, one I used to have here in my bedroom, that thing is in rough shape. It works really well, but once that thing dies out, my mom's gonna get a new one where she works. It feels great to have a lot of money now. It does. This summer, I'm gonna buy some new fire alarms, and I'm gonna fix up my new Purple Shark Navigator liftaway. That's why you don't really see me using it much because it's gonna fall apart on me if I use it. So yeah, I can't wait till I fix it up. It'll be really nice using that one. I love using my rotator, but that Purple Shark Navigator liftaway, that vacuum was my childhood. We used to have one years ago. I didn't bring it with me after we left the old house because it didn't have a head. Because I took the brush roll out of that one and I put it on another shark. But that was a great vacuum, so I'm happy to have it back. This one, it just needs a little bit of work. It needs some new parts, but I'll buy that stuff on eBay. You know, decently cheap. I buy a lot of stuff on eBay. The thing with Amazon is, things are too expensive, and yeah, so eBay is cheaper and there's a lot for free shipping. So that's why I like eBay more than Amazon. Yeah, I don't care what anyone else says. I like eBay more because I've had a good experience with eBay. It's all about, you have to just pay attention to what you get on eBay. You just got to pay attention to the quality of the item and the ratings of the seller. Those are the things you got to focus on. So I've always paid attention to that. So yeah, I've had good experiences with eBay. Sometimes there's technical difficulties, but that happens sometimes. So yeah. Yeah, I did send a link. He just didn't read it yet, which I kind of don't like. But yeah, I kind of get a little frustrated sometimes when I send people a message and they don't read it right away. But that's because they're probably not on their device at the moment and all that. So I understand it. It's just that, like, they should know around this time that I'm going live. Maybe they forgot, and that's okay. I haven't been like, but I've been going live every Saturday evening again now. I might go live more in the summer, but we'll see. That all depends, but I'm definitely gonna go live on Saturday evenings every week. In weeks where I can't, or I don't feel like it, then I'll just replace that with a vlog. Me and my mom, we went to Red Robin on Thursday. That was a good after school treat. Well, I'm not actually in school anymore, but you know, but yeah, I don't know if we're going out to eat. Oh yeah, we're going to Red Robin again on my mom's birthday, which is June the 13th. That's actually my last day um, before I'm on summer break. So obviously, after I come home that day, I'll officially be on summer break, and we're going to go to Red Robin. I had their new chicken sandwich with the fried chicken. That was really good. I don't know if I might get that again, but I also want to try some more of their burgers and stuff because we used to go to Friendlies a lot, but now we go to Red Robin because they're a million times better. Honestly, the Friendlies in my town has went downhill really bad over the years. So yeah, Red Robin is much better. Like some of the stuff at Friendlies, it tasted good, but yeah, Red Robin is still better, honestly. Yeah, so the stream's actually working well today. That's great. I'm happy about that. Yeah, the reason why it glitches like that sometimes, like, is that happens when the laptop, like the bottom of the laptop, will get really hot. When that happens, it will not work properly. So that's the reason why it was doing that because yeah, the bottom of the laptop was really hot. So I just gotta keep it, from like legit being flat because then it'll get hot, like being on the bed and all that. So I usually just have my leg under it so it's not flat on the bed because that'll make it get hot and then it'll lag and it won't work right. So when that happens, now you know why. So I'm trying my best to prevent that. Sometimes I might even forget, and then it'll happen, and yeah. So in the event that occurs, I do apologize. All right, Jimmy's here. He will join in a few minutes. All right. I think I might have told you guys a few weeks ago. I had a friend who was going to send me fire alarms. He said he was going to send them to me. He never did. I don't know why he would lie like that. Like, come on, dude. That ain't cool. Yeah, that's the thing. If a friend lies to you, that's pretty bad. I mean, you don't ever lie to your friends. Like, when you make them think they're legit going to get something and then they don't get it right away, yeah, that's a little bit odd. I mean, it's just the way people are. Nothing I can do about it except just live with it. Just trust my true friends. Yeah, so Jimmy's gonna join the panel in a few minutes. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna. Nice. I know a topic Jimmy's gonna talk about. And maybe he'll talk about it, maybe he won't. It's about shark vacuums, the new ones versus the old ones, and why the old ones are better. So we'll let Jimmy explain to you all about that when he joins. Um, it's also something that I've been dealing with my red shark. You know, where I can't take off I can't take apart the head to put a new brush roll in it because of those stupid torque screws, and there's no way to take those screws out. Sorry, there's with the awkward silence going on there. Yeah, so today I basically just relaxed, and then I went down in the basement, did a little bit of fire alarm work. After I did that, I came back up here. I cooked some fettuccine and watched a little bit of YouTube, and now I'm live. Usually, rainy days are very boring. I hate rainy days. I know we need rain sometimes, but the good news is, I think after today, we're not going to have rain again until next Thursday. So I'll probably go live go live. Because how I was saying I might do a vlog this upcoming week. It might be either Tuesday or Wednesday, but we'll see. Ooh, Thursday we might have a thunderstorm. 40% chance around 2 p.m., but we'll see about that. We really need to have more thunderstorms, though. Like, I'm dead serious. It would be great if we have a lot of thunderstorms, especially during this upcoming summer. If we have a lot of thunderstorms, yeah, that'll be awesome. Because I feel like we never have them anymore. It's like, all right. Introducing.
Hello. Sorry I'm late.
That's fine.
Yeah, I had to do stuff real quick, and I almost forgot that you were going live. But yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Those things happen sometimes.
Cool. So yeah, how you been doing?
Good. How about you?
Doing good. I went to the grocery store again because I needed to get some stuff. But I think got a thunderstorm and a couple of severe weather alerts, but it was only like a small portion.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. I always enjoy watching thunderstorms. That was really cool. I enjoyed that. But yeah, as long as it doesn't get too bad, we can cause damage. It's not like what Kansas and Oklahoma get.
Yeah.
Yeah, so don't want to live in those places. So I did sold my Strike Vertex powered lift away, and I sold it for about $60. So yeah, I just gave it to somebody who needed it back.
That's good.
So, but yeah, despite that, I still like Strike because the quality of the vacuums. But I definitely do think they should redesign the power head with easy access brush where we can just like instead of like unscrewing it, they could just because like my grandmother's Shark vacuum that was it had the stiff bristles. There was like little buttons on the side you can press it and the cover pops open and you can pull out the brush more easily.
Yeah, the newer Sharks use the Torx screws instead of the Phillips screws, which the older Sharks have. Like my purple Navigator liftaway and my Rotator liftaway Professional, they both have the Phillips screws, so you can easily take that. You can take those apart easily. But my red Navigator liftaway Professional has the Torx screws, and I can't take anything apart to replace. For example, I want to take the head apart to replace the brush roll. I can't because those stupid dumb Torx screws.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I don't like. I mean, I like the dual clean, like pretty much, and plus not only that, but the power fins are actually a bit softer than the stiffer bristles, which it's honestly not going to do good. I mean, it may get the surface of cleaning carpet, but like when it comes to deep cleaning, it's honestly not going to, you know, be effective. So pretty much, I would only use it for like vacuuming hardwood floors or area rugs or low power carpeting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's still a good vacuum. I mean, I don't hate it and stuff. I still like it. I think it's a really good high quality, but I just wish they changed the power heads to where it's still easy access to brush rolls. Like, I don't know why. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of ridiculous.
And another thing I want to bring up, why and this is more of like a thing with the plastic being all brittle. After a while, like if sometimes like if you try to screw something back on the vacuum, the thing where the screw goes in will eventually break, and now you can't screw it in. I hate that.
Yeah, it sucks. But
It's like
yeah,
they need to make the plastic be more durable so that doesn't happen.
Yeah. I mean, my Kirby G4 is made out of metal and stuff, which is pretty strong and durable. But the only downside is that it's heavy to carry up and down the stairs. So it's probably not a good idea for people who are elderly or have back pain.
Yeah.
But yeah, unless if you're living in a single-story home. But yeah, I mean, I technically live in a single-story home, but I do have a walk-up attic with kind of like a second floor. But even though it's technically single-story, but it does have a walk-up attic. But yeah. But yeah, and also after I get that blue bag of like vacuum that's on Amazon, there's also going to be another bagless vacuum that's Kenmore, which I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Yeah, I know what Kenmore is. I've heard of the Kenmore vacuums.
What are your thoughts about those?
I mean, they're okay. I've never really had one though.
Yeah, I mean I'm not familiar with Kenmore, but I did saw a good quality bagless looking a bagless bite on Amazon that's blue, and it does have the lift away features just like the Shark, which is pretty unique. Like even some other brands have like a lift away feature, like the Shark Rotator or Navigator. But yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Monday because me and my dad are going to Busch Gardens in Williamsburg, Virginia, which I'm still looking forward to that. Oof. One thing about that, I'm gonna make myself dinner, which I'm gonna have myself a frozen pizza.
Yeah, I had my dinner earlier too. I made some fettuccine. I made some chicken fettuccine. I ate it already though. But yeah.
I can't believe that summer's already coming. Like I remember last year when it got to September, I was really looking forward for summer to be ending. Now it's coming back.
I know.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
crazy.
even though I do enjoy summer, like going to the beach or water park, or of course getting wet from the sprinkler, but it can be a pain in the butt of having to deal with the hot, humid weather, and of course the mosquitoes, which is definitely one of the things I hate about summer.
That's the thing I really hate the most about summer. Is probably the mosquitoes. Yeah, it can be uncomfortable when it gets hot, but as long as you have air conditioning, you're fine.
Yeah. Which is a good thing I got my air conditioning inspected and the outdoor unit cleaned up and all that stuff. So it's good to go. So
And
it's a good thing.
like I said at the beginning of the live stream, if our ACs go bad, my mom has the money to buy new ones. Like the one here in my room is in great shape and works really well. It's not even in bad shape. The one in the living room really works well too, but that one is kind of in rough shape. So in the event something happens to that one, my mom can just go instantly buy a really nice new one where she works. So that's not a problem. And she might even buy
Yeah.
one for her room, like a window air conditioner, because she has one of those bigger air conditioners in her room.
Cool.
One where it has like a hose and you put that in the window.
Yeah. And also, I also like to have relaxing fan sounds in my room and some airflow.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because I don't like being in a room when it's like totally silent because it just gets uncomfortable and stuff. And plus, I can hear my ears ringing on stuff from tinnitus or whatever it's called. So I always like to have some white noise fan sound in my room.
I don't really use my fan much, around this time of year because I have my air conditioner and that usually works. But like during the fall when I take that out, yeah, I definitely use my fan a lot during the winter time. But the thing with my fan is it blows like a lot of cold air. So, yeah, but it's really powerful and it's a really loud fan too. So I really like it more than my previous fans that I had.
Yeah. Yeah. I did have a tower fan before, but unfortunately it broke. Maybe because I accidentally knocked it over. But maybe I could get like a miniature one and set it on top of my drawer, my counter in my room. That way I don't accidentally knock it over.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe just a miniature oscillating fan. But yeah. Ooh. Mm. Mm. But yeah, I'm gonna save up to get that blue bagged upright vacuum. It's called a Prolex 9000. But yeah, I'm definitely saving up to get that vacuum. So yeah, and then I think after that I'm gonna save up to get that Kenmore bagless upright. That's kind of um high quality and I mean it does kind of look like a shark rotated professional lift away. I think it might be like the knockoff version that Kenmore copies shark, but except like it's maybe it's better quality, but I don't know. But yeah, it looks pretty cool that I do want to get. But yeah. I mean, I kind of miss having the shark rotator, but I guess my dad needed it more than I do because he likes it a lot. So I guess it's understandable. So yeah, I could get myself another one, maybe in blue. But yeah. Ooh. How many vacuums we're gonna be using for the team? One or two?
We're just gonna use my rotator for today.
Yeah. I think I'll use my I'll use my Stratos powered lift away for today, I guess. Because yeah,
All
I mean,
right.
I still like that vacuum, even though it doesn't have the thing we take off the brush for. But I still like it. I mean, I still like that vacuum, especially this is the first vacuum, and I really want to keep it. Mm. I I wonder if Nick Perez would want to join.
That'd be cool if he did.
Yeah, I'm just curious, but yeah. And I can't believe that this year is already halfway over.
I know, right? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's already going pretty good for me. You know, I've had lots of good things happen so far. It's been a lot better than last year, I would say.
Yeah, this year we have every reason to be optimistic.
Yeah, I've been focusing on the happy things and stuff, and just ignoring the negativity. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at Shay. She's got 44 subscribers now. That's awesome. She's
What?
getting famous. She's getting famous. She's got like 44 subscribers now.
Cool. That's pretty cool. I mean, I personally don't really care
Very
about.
cool.
Sorry. I was gonna say I personally don't really care about how many subscribers I have since I do my YouTube channel just for fun and all that stuff. I mean, I know I say that a
Yeah,
lot,
no,
but
I'm just sharing how her channel's growing.
yeah. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So, but yeah, I basically just do my channel just for fun and all that stuff, just to share my hobbies and all that stuff, so, like about vacuums and fire alarms.
Yeah, Anna, I was talking about one of my in-person friends, Shay. She has a YouTube channel, and she has 44 subscribers now. You know, just last week or a week before that, she had like only 13 subscribers, and I told people go subscribe to her channel, and they did just that because now she's got like almost 50 subscribers. So make sure to subscribe to her because she's one of my friends. One of my in-person friends who I'm going to hang out with this summer.
Cool.
So, forward to that.
Do you ever sometimes get nervous that people recognize you from your YouTube channel in real life?
I don't know if honestly, I don't. Not really. I mean, the thing honestly that really nerve wracks me, like if I am at the store and I see like one of my teachers or whatever, like you know, if I see one of my actual friends, I don't know if that would necessarily bother me. But if it's a teacher, yeah, it's kind of awkward seeing them like at the store or whatever.
Mhm.
Do you ever feel that way?
I mean, sometimes I do. Sometimes I get nervous that people recognize me in person, especially with the what that I've dealt with and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I shouldn't be worried about that, right?
No.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm just gonna just ignore it and stuff, and just just move along with my life and just be normal. I mean, especially when I'm shopping at a store and like people are just too busy shopping at a getting their groceries and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm not. The good thing is that I'm not having as much anxiety as I did before in the past. I'm been doing much better now. I mean, still have somewhat anxiety, but definitely a lot better than a lot less than what I've had in the past. So, which is good.
That's good.
So, but yeah. Also, when I was riding my bike at the shopping center parking lot, just to ride around, there was like this one woman that, when I was riding by, she was saying hello, how you doing and stuff, and I told her that I'm doing good, and she said, God bless you and stuff. I kind of figured it was like, that she was probably religious or something like that, and I even heard it said that this love you. I mean, I didn't say anything. I just ignored it and stuff, and just kind of said to myself in my head like whatever, I don't care, but I just ignored it and stuff and just not respond because yeah, I mean she was nice to me and stuff at least she wasn't you know I mean she could be judgmental, but I just didn't really say anything much. I mean I showed her about my e-bike and stuff and she thought it was cool and stuff. I just ride around and stuff, but at the same time I just but yeah, but just whatever, I just didn't even bother. So but yeah. Because
Yeah.
usually I just learn things to just to let it go and stuff. Like sometimes I just say to myself, just let it go, Jimmy. Just let it go. Don't get involved or lose your cool. So
Yeah, that's what I do. Like, especially if something happens to me, if there's an incident that happens, I just remind myself, let it go. It's over with now. It happened, and now it's done. That could be hard, but that's what I try my best to do.
yeah, like I don't know if I told you this, but like when I was in my dad's neighborhood, I was riding my e-bike around. There was two dogs that were kind of barking aggressively. I mean they weren't. I mean they were kind of chasing me, but they were on their lawn and stuff. And the owner was out there too. She was like kind of walking and looking at me, but I kind of gave her the dirty look and just shook my head and stuff and mumbled to myself, "Just let it go, Jimmy. Just let it go. Don't get involved.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have just, confronted her and say, like, please keep your dogs, like, out in the backyard, like, in a fenced area or inside the house, which she did at least, so, but I could have just, told her that, confronted her, but at the same time, maybe it probably wasn't really necessary, but at least she took them inside when I never had to deal with them, so that's good. But yeah. But yeah, that's one thing I don't like about dogs, that they always bark at you aggressively when they're not even doing anything to them.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, not all dogs are like that, which is definitely true. Like my neighbor's dog, I see her like almost every day, so it doesn't bother me much at all. But yeah, can't wait to get that blue upright vacuum. It's really nice looking. I mean, I could send you a picture of what it looks like. Maybe I could pull it up on my. I
All
mean, I'm
right.
using my iPad, but I could pull it up on my phone. But yeah. Uh, Let me see if I can find the vacuum that I'm saving up. I'm gonna pull it up on Amazon. It's in here somewhere.
Yeah, I think she's still here. If not, that's okay.
Cool. Let me turn the camera on. So this is what the vacuum that I'm saving for looks like. Look at this.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice blue color. Even though it's bagged, but that's okay. You know, I like both bagged and bagless. I mean, I guess I do prefer bagless a little bit better because I always like watching the dirt fly around. Especially if you vacuumed the room that hasn't been vacuumed in a long time. So
Yeah.
that's what I do like. It costs like $324.99. So yeah, it's made by it's a Rolex 9000. So 6 piece onboard tool set, and it does have a switch to turn off the brush roll on and off. My other blue bag that I bought at the record doesn't have that, but I do have like a hard floor attachment, um, like hooked up to the extension one of those and vacuum hardwood floor. So I guess it could be used for hardwood floors, even though you can't turn off the brush roll. But yeah, it's definitely a nice blue color, so I'm definitely gonna get that one. Definitely a sapphire blue color. So yeah.
It's almost been an hour in the live stream already.
Dang. I felt like it was just started, so that's cool.
I know.
But yeah. Even
Like
though
an
it's
hour
been
later.
quiet, yeah. Even though it's been kind of quiet and stuff, but it's still pretty good so far. But yeah. I don't know when I'm gonna go live again. Like maybe like in another month or two, but I don't know. Because usually I don't go live that often because I kind of want to, do it on special occasions, on a very rare occasions. Because like if I keep doing it, over and over again, it'll get boring. So, but yeah, but usually like every now and then, like once every couple months or so. But yeah.
Yeah.
Now, unless sometimes I may go live by myself. Like if there's a severe thunderstorm approaching at night, and I want to do a live video of it. But yeah. Oof. Need to plug in my iPad to charge it. Mm. Yeah, I'm looking forward to get that Rolex 9000 upright back in, and then after that, I'm gonna save up to get a 10 more bagless upright. So which does kind of look like a stock rotated professional lift away. But yeah, I've been getting into
Nice.
vacuums. I've been getting into vacuums a lot lately and stuff. Than honestly more into fire alarms. I mean, I still gonna keep my fire alarm collection because I worked too hard on collecting them, especially the rare ones. But yeah. Oh man.
I will be back momentarily.
Okay. Oof. Better go check on.
I am back. So we're actually going to go out on the back porch in a few minutes.
Yeah, just I forgot to put the pizza in the oven, so I just left it unattended. So I'm back. Now I put the timer on my phone.
go on the back porch.
Oof. Yeah. Weather's nice and cool. It's like,
I don't know if I'm really gonna show anything out there. I'm just gonna go sit out there because it's really nice out there. It's definitely relaxing out there because it's all nice and clean out there now, and it just looks really nice out there. And it's a nice chill spot to relax, especially when I'm live streaming. Again, it's raining today, which I wish it wasn't, but there's nothing I can do about that. So we're out here now. It's also really dark out here, anyways. It's getting dark. It's like 8:28 p.m.
yeah, it's already going to sort of get dark in my area too. So yeah, but it's nice and cool outside. We can just have the windows open.
Yeah, it's honestly why I like this time of year because you have more daylight, which is cool. It just brings the summer vibes. That's what I like.
Yeah. Oof.
Stupid rain. You go outside, but it's raining. Literally, right now, it's raining out.
Yeah. Hi, Alex Pasaki. How you doing?
Yeah, so we'll just sit out here for a few moments, maybe like 10, 20 minutes, and then we'll go back to my room. We'll do some vacuuming and
Yep, agreed, Alex Pasaki.
I would maybe possibly vacuum out here too, but the thing is, it'd be dark. I know the rotator has those lights you can see, but I would legit want like to have some actual lighting out here, but I really don't. So we'll do it in my room like always. My rug is pretty dirty, so we're gonna give that a vacuum tonight.
Yep, agreed, Alex Pasaki. That's true. But yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely refrain from talking about politics and religion.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really care for those nonsense. I mean, that's why I stay away from it.
Yeah, it is nonsense. You got that
Especially,
right.
especially since I have my own personal beliefs about the afterlife, but I usually keep it to myself.
Yeah, exactly. It's
So,
nobody's business.
yeah. I mean, sometimes I may share it to, towards people that I trust, as long as they're open and accepting and that I trust them enough. But yeah.
It's pouring out there. I get frustrated with so much rain. I understand we need it sometimes, but you don't need it, that frequently.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind the rain, like when I'm at home and stuff, but like when I'm like, outside at an event, like if I wanted to go to the beach or to a theme park and stuff, it's not.
Yeah, that's the worst time for it to rain.
Yeah, I was gonna say I accidentally muted myself. I was gonna say, yeah, the only times I don't like rain is like when I'm planning outdoor events and stuff. Like when I want to go to a theme park and I have to postpone it or cancel it, then yeah, that really sucks.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I think that rain is definitely better if there's thunder and lightning with it. If it's just rain by itself and it's just straight up boring.
Yeah, like especially with the relaxing thunder and stuff at night and stuff, where I can just have the windows open and listen to it. I do sleep pretty good.
Yeah.
Ooh, a bit of deep dive. Ugh. Just took my pizza out from the oven, so it smells pretty good.
Nice.
So I'm gonna let it cool off for a bit because it's hot. But yeah,
Yeah, we have frozen pizza in our freezer too.
yeah. Some of the sometimes like frozen pizza where I just where I just bake it at home. But sometimes I like to get pizza from restaurants and have it delivered to my place.
Yeah.
It just depends on what I'm in the mood for. But usually on Friday nights, sometimes I do it on Saturdays as well. But usually on Friday nights I get Uber Eats for dinner where I can order food from a restaurant and just have it delivered to here. Like I don't really like I've been to a restaurant by myself, but honestly I feel more comfortable having it delivered to my place because I don't have to like be around lots of people and stuff where it gets noisy and all that stuff. Especially yeah, because I honestly don't think there's any point of going out to eat by myself. So, but
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, yeah, I definitely get what you're saying, you know? Like, especially because I have social anxiety and I feel uncomfortable being in public places by myself.
yeah. I mean, I have a bit of anxiety too, but only when it's like really less crowded and stuff. Like if like especially if I'm staying at a hotel and the restaurant's just at the bottom, where the lobby is and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, but when I'm at home, I just prefer to have food delivered to my place.
All right, let's head back to my bedroom now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna clean up my room, and then we're gonna get to vacuuming. So just bear with me. It's only gonna take me like 5 minutes to do this, anyways. So
Cool.
yeah.
I'm gonna turn my camera around. There we go.
And when we set off the fire, do it in here. The fire alarm test is probably gonna be like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah. Plus, I got a mechanical horn strobe on
I'm
the extra
not
room
really
across.
home right now, so
Oof.
All right, we're gonna start the vacuuming.
Oof. I'm gonna. Got already mine plugged in.
All right, cool. Jimmy's gonna use Shark Stratos. I'm gonna use my Shark rotational lift away. vacuum is nice. I like that.
What?
That's a nice vacuum.
Yeah, it's definitely my favorite Shark vacuum. However, I might get another Shark rotator professional lift away, but except I'll try to get it in blue instead of purple. I mean, I guess the reason why I got it in purple was because I couldn't find one in blue, but now that I've seen one, I'll definitely get one in blue. But yeah. But yeah, I do like this Shark vacuum, even though you can't access the brush bowl, but I still like it. Still a cool vacuum. Yeah. Got a lot of dirt and air in it, but I'm gonna let it fill up until it gets really cold. So I guess we'll do the phylum test now.
Yeah, in a few minutes.
Have my iPad set to my chair. Now I'm gonna get my. No.
All right, Shay, what we are doing now is we are going to do the fire alarm test. So I know that the loud noise probably won't like it, so It's not really that loud for me in person, but through the live stream, it's gonna be loud. So Jimmy's gonna set off his alarm as well. So
Yeah. I got my
if I were you,
earplug. Yeah.
I would
got
just
my-
mute it. It's gonna get a little loud.
Yeah. I got my earplugs on, which is what I use these earplugs right here that I can just pop into my ears and we use them easily.
Yeah, I don't use earplugs for mine because it's not loud enough to hurt my ears or anything. Like it's honestly not that loud with 12 volts. Not to mention it's on low volume, so it's not really that bad. Now if I use 24 volts, I put it on high volume, yeah, then it's gonna be really loud. But 12 volts, low volume, it's not really that loud.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still annoying, but it's not like loud.
Maybe because I'm hearing sensitive. Maybe that's why. But yeah. Yeah. So I have my LED downstairs on the wall, and then in the
Yeah, even when, yeah.
So like I have a mechanical.
Yeah,
one
even my
that's
Spectral Advance, which is really loud, but even that.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, even my Spectral Advance is really loud, but we'll tolerate it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that I do have a mechanical horn stroke.
All right, we're gonna get
the Yeah, I do have a mechanical horn stroke that's on continuous. So yeah. So yeah. was that?
That was pretty well. So hopefully you enjoyed the fire alarm test, and hopefully you enjoyed the live stream in general. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to turn post notifications on to all, and we will see you in my next live stream, which will be next Saturday evening. So peace out, Felicity Reds, and this is your Felicity Red Boy signing off.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Oof.